morning.
I'm gonna rock this place. Bro, I don't want to go to Blitz tomorrow.
Bring your friend Alex.
So what?
Yeah.
Bro, I low-key might. Do you have like an extra ID I can borrow? I need to get him in the building somehow. Wouldn't Miss Mathers would not be chill about it.
What I
Please give me a cookie, Jacob, please.
Jacob, you brought us cookies? Oh
Not
my
you.
gosh.
Split it.
You're so kind to your fellow class, bro.
You make these?
No, my mom. I think the phrase is melts.
Oh my gosh. At the social studies club, we did competitive food concert. And
Yeah,
I
that was
was like,
fun.
oh my god, where is Juice Klein from? And Sammy goes, Juice Klein.
Wait, is that like a place?
No, it's a person. Oh. He's like one of the Eurovision singers. It's Juice Klein. Oh.
Please tell me that is not very thankful for her.
I don't know.
Maybe don't start a fire.
I'll put it back.
Oh, I thought that was the other one. My bad.
Oh, I didn't know.
Have you worked on this at all?
Wait, there's a car right
Oh.
here.
Did it do?
No.
Tomorrow.
It's supposed to.
What number is 55?
Oh,
55. No, we did it.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Look at
Think about the quest.
Where are we bringing?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a break.
No, but it's okay.
I have to go through from like the snack parking lot to the building, and then from the building to the cafeteria. And then when I had to go back to the cafeteria and see the main building, I was really sad.
Buses? No, I don't think I have a shot.
The first day I had to drive my friends to school. Oh shit.
So, how much is everyone?
Oh, wait, I'm lying. We turned into
Why did you want
Yeah, I guess that was last time. It was the circuit.
Dude, I love freaking rain. I love not having an umbrella because I just get to like run through the rain and really wakes me up.
Oh, wait.
Literally, I have to present today. My speech is so bad.
I have a video
For
for
Spanish, no, you're long. I said both. Well, my pencil is red. Do you think my pencil likes the red? The red not true. Oh. Wait, so is this number 57 and number 58?
Where do you see a 58 on there?
Ever since we started,
Well, because this is and so that yeah, no, I'm
I know. Wait, were you the one from Bryce? I actually have.
What are you doing?
I mean, Rock Party has a point this
Hi.
Library, do you mind holding on to it until it comes here for RTI?
And buy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
So actually, yesterday at Gulf training, they actually called me guard. Nickel, everyone said it was.
No, they didn't. You're lying. No, we're just making stuff up.
Those are from Will Flowers today who didn't sign up for Gulf.
Well, I didn't sign up either.
No, but it's just a certificate. I think like the first day they just made on and we were just handing it out yesterday. But there was one that said Zach, so
Okay, maybe I'm just gonna
you're alternate.
if I'm just in there, apparently.
Was I meant to say something to you?
I can take it.
You can put
I was going to ask for it tomorrow.
Well, no, well, I was.
You said yeah.
Yeah. That's where all your fake memories of me being at the meetings come from. I assume. I wasn't there. It was a no. It was this. Okay, this is and that was what I was like from moving off the theta. But the thing you saw moving off the theta was this.
Shoots off about 10 beds.
And then he says, bro, you don't know.
That's not me. I know it looks like me, but that's not me. This is me. If you saw that moving off the theta, that wasn't me.
I saw that.
Please take a seat.
New World.
Please join me in a minute. Please stand if you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Great job, Lucas. Well, good morning. It is Thursday. I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure your cell phones are in your yonder pouch along with headphones and earbuds. And as always, go Purple Dog.
Have y'all noticed anything weird about those things in the morning? It's always Miss Thomas's second period class. The student always is. Y'all don't hear that?
Maybe we need someone to represent your class.
I'll represent our class. Thank you. Okay, this morning we've got a couple things to do. So one of our random skills that we had skipped earlier in the year, I need to make sure that you actually are aware of that and can do that correctly. So that is tangent line approximation, also known as linear approximation. So I'm going to talk to you about what we're finding and how to find that. And then that's a very short circuit. I think it's 12 questions total. In fact, you've already seen one question like this. It was on the Unit 3 test review, and I didn't stress it because I knew it wasn't going to be on the test. But you guys have already thought about this at some point. And then the second half of class is going to be finishing up the circuit, the mean value theorem circuit, and hopefully giving you some time to study for that because we have that quiz tomorrow. This is a B week, so that's your last chance before break. So we'll be doing that then. Okay, so what a tangent line approximation is trying to find, and then we'll talk about how to solve the problems. Basically, if I have some function and I have no idea what it looks like, but maybe I know a point on the graph, I don't know, like 3, 4, and I know tangent lines, the slope, well, a whole tangent line kind of shows the derivative at a value. So what we can do is we can write the equation of a tangent line starting with point slope. Honestly, the first half of this is stuff that you've seen before and are supposed to know how to do. You're supposed to know how to do point slope. You're supposed to know to plug in the x value into x1 and the y value of the point into y1. And then you have to usually find the derivative, so you can find the slope, and then the slope gets put in there. So again, I don't know what this function looks like, but if I know it's at 3, 4, and I know it has a slope of 2 at that instant, I can estimate that if I bump a little bit to the right or left of 3, it's got to be pretty close to 3 to be close to a good estimate. But if I pick something close to 3, like let's say 3.1, if I plug 3.1 in for x, that's going to leave me something that I can solve for. And so I could estimate that when x is 3.1, y is 4.2. It was 4 when x is 3, and it was going, it had a slope of 2 at that instant, so it's trying to go up 2 to go right 1, and I only did 1/10 of that. So it really only increased by 1/10 of the slope. Now, but what you need to realize is that, again, we don't know what the function looks like. The actual point is probably not where the tangent line approximation is, but these are very close to each other, so it is a good way to approximate that. Okay, before I just make up a very easy example and say this one more time, and then we'll look at question 1 together on the circuit, and then I think you'll have enough to get started on. Those of you that know you have to do Calculus 2 or Calculus BC next year, one of the BC topics is called Euler's method, and Euler's method is basically doing this tangent line approximation, but instead of just using the slope once to estimate where the point is, you might use a slope like 3 times or 5 times to estimate what the slope is. So it's a little more accurate, it's a little more tedious, but if you can do this and you understand what you're doing in this, then that is one BC topic that should go very easily for you. Or Cal 2 topic if you're a senior this year. Okay, so just very briefly, again, I want to just give an example of something that is super easy for us to understand, because I need to make sure that you understand what we're doing when we're doing this linear approximation or tangent line approximation, same thing. So again, I'm picking one that we know what it looks like, but pretend like we don't know what it looks like. Okay. Actually, you probably will just be told, find the equation of the tangent line at x equals 2. So you will want to start off with point slope, plug in the x value of your point in for x1, and then how could I know what the y value of the point was?
Put it into the original equation.
Very good. If you want a point, use the original equation. 2 squared would be 4. So sometimes you're not told that y value, but if you have the equation, you can certainly go and find it. Okay, and then we could find the slope with derivative, of course. So we'll have to take some derivatives, and I only really want to know what's the slope at x equals 2, which is 4. So this point slope form is describing this blue line, is describing the tangent line. So since this tangent line is at a point on x squared, and we can see the slope at x equals 2 is 4, we can assume that slope is 4 for a while, even though it's technically a little bit wrong, and we could use it to estimate something like 2.1 maybe. So if you want to know where this blue line lands at 2.1 for x, plug in 2.1 for x, and then solve for the new y. It would be at 4.4. And again, I'm trying to pick out something really easy for you to understand, because sometimes we don't know what the function looks like. But again, we knew this equation was at 2,4, so if I bump a little bit to the right, the y value shouldn't move a lot either, 4 to 4.4. And the reason it got moved up 0.4 is because the slope was 4, but I only did the slope for 1/10 of the time. So I really increased the y value by 0.4. Okay, and then somebody yesterday asked a great question of why do we do this to estimate if we could just actually plug in 2.1 into the original function and find the exact y value? And that is true, but sometimes that's not very realistic depending on what the function is. If the function is something that's crazy messy, then you are not going to be happy trying to do that. So, for example, this is not the best example, but sure, in this question, if I needed to know exactly what f of 1.1 is, sure, you could plug 1.1 into the function, and if you know what 1.1 squared times a half minus 4 times 1.1 plus 5 is, then sure, you could get the exact value. But that's not the purpose here. That's not what we're aiming for. What we're aiming for is using what we already know about writing the equation of a tangent line. If we want to know what x equals 1, we just start setting up our tangent line. Maybe the y value is given to you, but if not, you can plug it into the function and solve. 1/2 minus 4 plus 5 would be 1.5. And we want to know how fast or slow is this line growing in x equals 1. So this is where calculus is introduced. Derivative is the same as a formula for slope. Plug in x equals 1 into the derivative if you want to know the slope at x equals 1. And now I know that at 1, 1.5, this tangent line and this function are at the same place at the same time. They're touching at that one point. And I know at that point it has an instantaneous rate of change of -3. So now what I'm basically doing is saying if I know how quickly the graph is rising, I should be able to estimate what if I change the x value from 1 to 1.1. So you're going to take this exact equation, your tangent line equation, plug in the x value you're trying to estimate for, and solve for the y value of your estimation. I will also say that all of these today on this are pretty easy to do without a calculator. So if you think you need to get a calculator out, you're probably on the wrong track. 1.1 minus 1 would be 0.1, times -3 would be -0.3, add the 1.5 over, and you get 1.2. And again, this doesn't, there's no way to, I guess, check other than to re-look at your work. But your answer should make sense. If the x value at x equals 1 was 1.5, then the x value, or the y value when x is 1.1 should be something pretty close to 1.5. The graph should not be changing a lot in just 0.1x displacement. So it was 1.5, and then we figured out it's 1.2. If this was 12 or something, that doesn't make sense. It barely had time to move. How did it go from 1.5 to 12? But from 1.5 to 1.2, that is reasonable. That makes sense. Okay, the other, pretty much the only very common question on this I need you to look at real quick. I think it even shows up in question 2. Is there's 2 of these that they give you this information in kind of a funny way, and I've never seen this anywhere else. But for this question, and then one in the top right in a second, they don't want you to approximate this. Y'all need something? Why are you still talking?
My bad, Mr. Johnson.
Okay. If you want to approximate the square root of 8 and the function's the square root of x, they're not asking you to plug in square root of 8 for x. They're asking you to plug in 8 for x. Square root of x, square root of 8, x is 8. Again, I don't know why they did it that way. It's very weird. I've never seen that on an AP question, but I just want to make sure that doesn't mess you up. And again, you should also know that it's messed up, because if you do try to plug in the square root of 8, you're going to need a calculator. If you just plug in 8, you don't. The one other place that this happens is in the top right. It says approximate natural log of 1.5, but then the function is natural log of x. So they actually want you to approximate at 1.5. Don't plug in natural log of 1.5. You won't be able to work with that. Okay, so the 2 things, or basically the 2 halves of class. First half of class, you need to focus on this tangent line approximations. So again, it's a very short circuit. I don't think that there's any extremely hard questions in there. There's probably a few you will want to ask about, but nothing that's too terrible. But with us focusing on this first, there's no reason you shouldn't finish this one in class. So I'm going to ask that you turn in 57 as you finish. That one will be due today. Then you can go on back to 54, which was your mean value theorem circuit. I gave that to you several classes ago, and been suggesting you look at it and work at it and review it and all that kind of stuff. But the second half class, if you don't have that finished, you need to finish that, because I will pick it up tomorrow. And that should be really your main focus for preparing for the mean value theorem quiz. The mean value theorem quiz will ask, you need to know when you can use mean value theorem, what are the conditions, and be able to solve questions like that circuit. So finish up the circuit and use it as a guide to see what you need to study, if anything.
Are there going to be FRQs on the quiz?
It is not. It's 10 points, a couple multiple choice that it will be just right or wrong, and then a couple open-ended that has partial credit.
Sophia, stop talking. Start working.
You won't need to turn it in tomorrow, but make sure you look it over for the quiz, please. I'm gonna say this one more time just because I know I've said it several times, but somebody yesterday, Bill, heard it for the first time. Tomorrow's quiz is only mean value theorem. I'm letting you focus on just one topic. There won't be any questions about tangent line approximations, even though you should know how to do it. There won't be any questions about L'Hopital's rule, even though you should be able to do that. It's only mean value theorem, so make sure that you, I mean, you're welcome to study whatever you want to, but make sure that you're as prepared for that type of problem as possible.
One and 1/3. So 4 1/3. Wait. How did you get it? I got negative 1/3. Right there. So negative 1/2 times 2/3 is negative 0. Why? Well, it's half of 2/3. It's negative 2/6, which is 1/3. Yeah. Okay. So that would be 1 and 2 and 1/3. You said 1 and 2/3. I'll say that. Just negative again. Wait, what? 5 over 30. Is that what they call it in high school? Yeah. Good job. You're always on 3. I'm also 5.
Why? I just decided I'm going to be all over the office. I'm doing one of my friend's house. My dad's part. You didn't know yesterday. So there's like you have to write like an outline for a grade.
Yeah, it's basically. But you have to do analysis.
That's what I have tomorrow. And I can
It's annoying.
So do I have to solve for this stuff? Do I put my X in?
I feel like this is a good question because you might even solve with values.
So like,
I see how you did that.
blowing out, and then you like.
No, wait,
Wait,
I really love that.
did you post it? Mr. Johnson,
Yes, sir.
Is there like an answer key posted for this?
an answer key? No.
Yeah, or like an explanation.
There's some videos on the website, but you can also ask me while you're here.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything important.
The first question.
Well, we did the first one together,
The
so.
second question.
Okay. Did you?
The thing that you told me that was gonna throw me off, but not to throw me off, is throwing me off. So like, cause I have my application in here, but then, so. Yeah, so I was gonna plug it in. So I put my plug in H2 or my plug in
When it says and uses their property, that's the second half.
That was a rhetorical question. You're a rhetorical question. You, sir.
What is the derivative at?
That last one was scary because it gives you all the answers.
Okay, now that you've got the thing, use it to probably like execute. So now plug your hand into that.
Okay.
I could get my answer key, I guess.
Y minus 30 equals, it's 1/6. That's what I was plug in a 9. Plug in 9 in that.
Okay, so when you plug in the pi over 2 on the side, it's 0.
When you have 1/2 squared root of x. So when you have, but you see how you put a piece right there? Yeah. It's supposed to be a 9. Yeah, I actually got that. The original was close. I didn't know that either. I thought it was
Here.
what else?
Negative sign.
I don't know. I'm just I think that's the one.
Did you catch this before? Yeah.
How do you what? How do I get
Well, I don't think I'm right. Oh, never mind, I'm right. That's really convenient. Did you use 3 plans? I used 1.57. But for the pi over 2. Well,
Townsend,
pi
is
over
this
2.
question asking the same thing as number 2?
No. Well, it's asking you to do the same thing. Well, I'm sorry. It's not the exact same question, but linear approximation is the same as tangent line approximation. The process is the same.
Okay.
So it'd be 0.7. So 7/10. So then it's what? It's a little bit smaller. Yes, it is. This is not. It's an extra 0 because the 7 here is in this place. I just got excited because I saw 7 over
10. So those like actually third, right?
I didn't, might be participations. I think she, it's one of those things that she would like.
Did it take the whole class?
No, it takes, like, she said it takes 25 minutes, but it probably took a while.
I'm trying to decide if I should go or not, cause like, I picked my friend up in the city tomorrow, so technically I could go, but like.
Which one are you on?
Okay,
That is also
She
my
like
number.
yelled at us for us being bad, and then we were bad.
So what do you do about does the double derivative just
So it's like,
they're just having fun?
Yeah, she just.
They're just messing around. That's just a red herring. I sure hope so.
so right here, yeah, I found my best. I haven't done the grade yet, but I already know it. I don't know North Cox that way it's something that you can do with that. I had no clue.
It brought my grade down to.
No, not actually.
Really?
Well, it's because I don't like.
I'm scared. I have a decent grade right now.
Yeah, I did 97, then I had 95.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I've gone perfect on every test, and I'm back to really bad.
I got 25 out of 30 on the first.
No, I'm not talking about.
I've gone 30 out of 30 on all these except every time we
He's
switch,
gonna go on every one.
I was so I already know this essay.
I don't really get the I get like 8.
When I asked for help,
I'm so sorry.
I'm definitely gonna be doing
But
that.
then she puts like 80 out of 80 for all of the weights. And then 50 points for.
oh, well, I actually had the same.
So you guys have 3 points.
Yeah.
So
As long as
you're
you
still
do
saying a good grade?
Why didn't you?
Yeah, I'm probably, when she said that, I'll probably do that. So.
Okay, so I don't have to stress.
It's 29 over 20.
I'm just terrible at writing. So I passed it. I also did
That's me.
Yeah, I would accept it
Choose
too.
a brain essay after.
Yeah, but like, I get to choose the
This goes to negative 1.
Yeah. I'll make sure we're on the same page. Because none of us read it, so.
I might have done that one. But my answer's not on.
Or wait, yeah, no, this isn't negative. Because that's 0.2.
Oh, it's positive.
Yeah. Wait, where?
Which one would I?
Which one was I coming back? Oh, where? Oh, there.
Yeah, sorry. I was on track.
Stop.
I don't understand why this is.
Gives me telling stories.
I think I just
Walter Ware.
now you've got a point on the function and yeah, I feel hard to make when you're using that. Bro, just 1.5 minus 5 my back's on my side. So they have this doing export Johnson, so and I literally couldn't do it. I'm like, what is it? You know, hex bars? Now you can jump from hex bar. 214 pounds. Just like jumping. Yes. I was like, coach, my back hurts so bad. I didn't know it was on. That's supposed to be 30. Okay. I don't even know. I'm trying to see. I guess.
Right here. 1.9 minus 2 would be negative 1.9. 1.9 minus 2 would be negative 1.9.
I don't work out anything like that. And then 1.625. It's like saying you have to dollar. I was performing $1 on it. 225. And then you took it off. I said like rewrapped it. So I'm gonna use this far and get my back.
So you just have the thing right there.
I try to get
That's subtraction, and when you update that,
Oh, there's not a 7.
Wait, no,
that is my number 6.
You plug into the same one, and that's all.
Yeah, I'm just like, close to it. Because I did number 2.
Was there one when you click on?
So now we. No, I know.
Which means I lost. I don't know what and you're not happy about it. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it harder.
You only need to use the
So you look at this, if you have F2.
You can't win. Only win to win is to die. The game. What's that? No, I don't know what that is.
Shouldn't it be negative 4?
How did you get 6?
You lost.
What question are you on?
Oh, negative. I see.
Me? Negative 6.
Oh, wait.
Either take 8 squared to get 64, and then you just do 4, which is 4, or you can take root of 8.
Write the equation of the tangent line to this familiar conic section.
So your slope should be 112.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Yes. There you go.
Well, it's familiar. Well, it's not familiar.
That's my number 6 too, so your first 5 must be okay. Okay, I was trying to check in with everybody, and it seems like you're okay right now, but when that changes, I need to know.
It's 1.9 minus 2 is negative 0. So I did it out first. Yeah.
Wait, why did you do that? Oh, what? How do you do that? Oh.
Use this one.
Yeah.
Later.
Plus
Okay.
X to X.
Two. And then you just put it. So you put in 1.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, I love that, my bad.
Yeah, I thought that. I was like,
You're just going crazy.
I just got 1/2.
Oh, that's one. You want it? It's familiar color.
Oh, I actually.
Office freezer.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, don't forget Y1. Should it be 2Y, You know what we can do?
Bless you.
Mr. Johnson, did we turn in 55 on cross on Tuesday? Tuesday? Because I already had
3 over it's fine.
You did. That was really more for some of my other classes. Like we didn't get to it as quickly, so some people didn't finish it in class. So I said they could turn it in.
Because it's 3 over 4.
Yeah, you guys already had grades on it, so that's why I didn't even say anything.
I keep getting
3 over 4 is 3 over 4. Oh. Uno momento. No, there's just
Okay, so now we're going.
Huh?
I mean, I guess people are already.
Yeah, so 3/4 times 2/10 is 6 over 4.
Wait, oh, I'm actually just. Okay, yeah, I was just really.
What did you do?
I forgot that 0.2 didn't equal 2.
Well, for parallel universe. The one that with the real. Is that how you do that? That's a
Well, I think it's more like. I don't know. Isn't this?
Oh yeah, no, that's all.
Try this out. Okay, we're here. What else is it? Y cubed plus 3y squared. I need to find. Oh, yeah. Because click on the FRC, if you put that, that's not correct.
I can't wait until we get to the choose your own adventure one.
Oh, I haven't do it. Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to finish the other circuit, but I already did
At the same time, and I think we did because this is like a negative 2, and then the first part of
Yeah, I was in that.
So what? Put the white prime on this side. Like take all of it.
You don't even use the but it's plugging one for all the X's and one for all the Y's. Will, but it'll be a lot easier when you're plugging ones for all the X's and Y's. It's gonna be an easy equation.
Where'd you get 3?
Are you doing derivatives? Maybe it's point of
It's just 5 over 5.
You good?
That was a good one, actually. Disgusting.
I won't sit on it. What is it? I can't. I can't read it. I can't read it.
Dude, I can just plug
Can you figure out two? We can do it all.
Alright, let's skip into the. Our answers either 17 or less. So if we work backwards, take the secondary and the you do have a chance to
It's like getting far and then it just like you have to do stuff.
It's twice the differential.
Yeah, I got it. What you do here.
Can I see? Oh. You wrote second. What'd you get? One side of the. Why is that asking for?
Oh,
What?
are you serious? Why?
I learned from my mistakes.
What mistakes? That's all over there, not us.
What?
We don't talk to them. Yeah, we don't talk to them.
Did you get 31?
Y'all talk, what question are y'all on?
I'm like, who the fuck? I don't hear it.
What question are y'all on?
We're on question 11.
That's Cat.
We are. Over here, look.
Henry, be ready for next one.
What you say?
Be ready for next one.
I'm ready, bro.
Be ready. Be prepared.
Actually,
One time was just me. What did I do wrong?
I thought you were. Actually, didn't notice. But I literally just took it over. Yeah. I like it.
Yo, I'm actually serious.
I mean, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. I'm just saying. If it bothers you, you can do it.
Isn't the derivative of this gonna be super wacky?
Wacky?
Yeah.
What is the mathematical?
To over-approximate
All of these questions have one.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's math, so like if I get
You're gonna have to do implicit differentiation. The derivative of x and y on
so like it'll be like that.
yeah, so product rule. Every time you take the derivative of y, you're gonna y prime. Like then it's going to be the derivative of 0. Try to solve all this y prime.
Don't we need a calculator? Is your answer an over or an over-approximation? Oh, so I just need to find the
Mean value theorem questions yet?
Okay, why are you pushing
That's what I was thinking. If the tangent, no,
Yeah, I
if
saw
the
that.
tangent is line.
Well, gravity's down in all the right places.
I still have to. All okay, what's that? We don't solve.
I win.
I'm now keeping that, going in all the slides. But I
Read the problem. Go read number 6.
The only thing that's missing is the high class.
Even though you program it.
Let us know when you have that. Let us
So it's concave up like a cup. Yeah. Like, how many have you actually done? Up like crazy. Well, then, but is it under? That's not what they're asking. Yeah. So. Wait, so what happens if you just like did it wrong? Well, then they just sent you to the you're done. Wait, I should have do this. I should have gone to the wrong. You just don't have to answer the first one. Yeah, I wish that was. Did you already finish 12? Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it's Thanksgiving break. Well, I mean, but like it will be. Like that's really weird. That is crazy. I don't. Can't believe it'll be Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you play Marvel Rivals? Why? Well, I'm just realizing like you don't have a computer, right? I have a PS5. Oh, does that have? Yeah, my little brother plays like PC. Why? Because I've been playing this other MOBA recently, and I want more people to play it with. Oh, okay. It's called Deadlocked, but it's in like beta or something, so it's probably not. Well, I don't play Marvel Rivals, but I want They released my favorite character, but like, I still like my favorite character. Oh yeah. Oh, I should probably answer number 12. My bad. I'm distracted. I'm the disruptor. No, not the disruptor.
I know, just like, yeah, I'm like,
I thought I'd kill it.
but I mean, it is like,
I guess. He's disrupting his way back. A little disrupting.
I had to do math order in there. I had
yes, like, I literally just
It's just negative 1/5. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like it has icing on that. Yeah, I was like,
Most Spanish project is good. The first one was going to be done, but they did it. So now. Thus I die. What is that from? I don't know. It's probably some like old like Shakespeare thing. I feel like that's probably just like a part of like culture. I remember Toby saying it was like I don't. I have Please don't eat my fish. Oh, that was a little bit more on that too. Wait, what are you doing? No, I didn't mean to tear that much. My bad. I'll just tear off the part with myself. Well, I did bite it. I don't need to make it look like a bite.
no peanut butter crackers.
You can't read your last name, but it's fine. No. Zach ate my homework. It wasn't
If
homework.
the second derivative is positive, it's like,
It was not this morning.
here's like a
Exactly.
visual of your tangent line. Your approximation is an underestimate of the real thing, because if it's curving up, then it shoots below. But if it's concave down, the tangent
Yeah, I
line
don't know how to do
approximation
that.
is an overestimate, lies
I
above
looked
the
at it, I was
actual.
like, I'm not doing it.
So yours was concave up? Okay, so yours was an under approximation.
Oh, what do you almost broke my neck. Wait, sorry, I'm confused. They're the same for
So they're saying the exact same thing I did up
I'll
there.
look the way for 1 second.
They described if it's concave down,
Oh.
the one on the right.
These were all open tabs.
What would the estimation point is above the real point? And so they're trying to get you to see, okay, concave down is just that, concave up.
I like looked away for a second.
Yeah, they're trying to tell you what to do without giving it away.
Wait, so I think if I click on it.
I take the
Well, you already had 3. Oh.
So what are we doing here? Read the whole copy. Click on the slide so groups 1 and groups 2.
I am, but I just don't
Okay,
so we got another thing.
let's do the mall.
I take the place and do that, so we got you. I'll be more focused on the assignment than always do.
Clear your desk up, I guess.
Zach, can I please get a class? Well, actually,
Alright, you guys are presenting today too. Wait, why don't I know my login? Nerf mine because miner needs to get nerfed. You know it's my favorite function.
You even play
I was waiting until level 16 when I could play all my rewards. Okay, this is helpful. I did this already.
You just have to, so you gotta do it.
But actually, the first commodity
You gotta like you do like 3x2 minus 2 times y plus 2
what work can I do right now? I guess I can practice late. Let's see what Alistair did. It's better than what I would have done probably. Disorganized state government, state constitution,
y plus x squared times.
that's your
What?
There is something I do for
No, I don't. Nah, Nora has one right now though. Ask her.
Zach took a bite out of it. I know. I tried to do it on paper and then he ate it.
Don't worry, I'll move you away from them and you'll be safe.
Let's see if good old Reed's looking here. Oh, yeah. Hopefully he accepts my test tracks. All the stuff. What did you get on there? Oh, I'm not good. I did well on the FRQ.
Do you take the derivative of that? Okay, well linearization or linear approximation and tangent approximation is all the same. So you still need to start off with a tangent line. So y minus something equals something times x minus 0. So if you know the x value is 0, you can plug that into the function and solve the y value. And then you're going to take the derivative of that and then plug x plug 0 into that. Yeah, what you're using it to estimate is the second half of the question. The first half of the question is just make a tangent line equation at this point. So here's the x value, you got to work for the y value, you got to work for the slope. And then you plug in, plug that in for x and solve for the new y. And for this one, I'm still okay, so I'm not sure what you plug in there. Why is this a half? I just kind of put that. Okay, this is the x value. Good. This is supposed to be the y value at that point. So when x equals 9, y doesn't equal a half. Y is 3. Now for the derivative, your derivative looks good, and now your derivative at x equals 9 would be what? 1/6. Okay. So now you know what's happening at that point. Yeah, now plug in x for 8 and you can figure out a good estimate of what's happening at that point.
Goodbye, come to church.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Drop this over Dr. Grissom real quick.
Yeah, peek in and see if she's there. I don't know. She wasn't here. I saw her this morning, but I don't know. I think she's doing. Maybe that's just tomorrow. Yeah, that's fine. Just go see if she's there. You can go after her.
He said I go after you.
These actually divide this out into 5 military. And we're going to take that.
So this is
Feeding that, and then we go back to the Well, the bomb just sounds like this. You can't let any Another benefit of being active is we do the section of activity really integrated.
Lily lies. Don't worry. It's not gonna creep.
Testify against
That is so weird.
There's also the secret society. There's deemed them as second class citizens. This is how you use class in the must be solved whether we can implement the freedom to work on any civil rights which would define American births and protect the rights of Americans. It is imperative that this control of the rebellious South and protection of the rights
with the phone, black presidents, defending control of the South, and freedom for the civil rights. All the solutions supplied by the
That was good. Also, make the quotes more often instead of saying in their phrase. Put a little more, like they got a little more object, or like a little more object. Where you do that. Because it was kind of like. Hey, you can have this. Like, I just think you need to make that really obvious so everyone sees that you do the quotes when you just say in their place.
Otherwise we'll pick that up.
Okay, who do you think is Jaden?
Like Jaden.
Wait, the profile is brown. I just saw Jaden, I was like, oh, it's Jaden White. But he's, that's not, who is he?
Who is this man?
Somebody named Judy Hobbs.
Okay, wait. So,
next week.
Oh my gosh, do you remember the like weird AR thing we set up?
Did you guys know that the girl who made the It's Okay to Reject? She got him as shoot. Wait, I saw it.
Wait, no, I see the she has like a box.
Yeah, she's like a bug.
also, he also reminds us of Joaquin.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah.
You've been seeing the cute. What are you playing with?
Because she does little dance.
Wait, Joaquin's cameo? Joaquin cameo?
Well, don't please, don't please.
Why would it like you choose them?
Well, I'm just trying to see.
And she's going to wait for you. Yeah, I mean, like, it's.
Right, you're so
Now that I know that.
All over the place. It's great. I got
Hey, quit hogging with teeth.
I thought you don't You got use your power up. Why do you use your power up?
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
You closed my file. Oh, it's not a closer.
No.
Wait, no, even pre-game. Oh no, no.
like you have to go through the process.
Mr. Tom said at least let me do my physics lab if I can't play Five Nights at Freddy's.
People that have
Okay.
Yeah. You don't fix it.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Basically, it states that this.
No, what'd you say? That plays it. No. Come on, Dad. Yeah. Is that what you said? You just said what kids does now. Well, no, then I have to open up the bot. I'm
Am I able to make a second test right now, or am I waiting until advisory?
Well, you won't be able to finish it before advisory. Are you in here during advisory today?
I'm not, but I'm in Miss Crystal's right there, and I think she'll be okay with it.
Go ask her first, because once you see the test, I can't let you stop and then come back, so.
Can I get a scratch piece of paper, please?
Right there, there's either lined paper or blank paper below it, but you'll need to staple it.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. I now take the pass, please.
I'm almost
No!
We can do a thing where you get like that's good. I would never do
Yeah, she was good with it. Okay. There you go. This is no calculator. The second half. So you've got some multiple choice on the front and another FRQ on the back. Okay.
No.
She's like writing is on this.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh my goodness.
Why is she teaching on the board? She's
Nathan, bro, Nathan, come here. my god. I follow the U.S. Brothers and Ballard. Frequent Ballard party. It's your brother. Is he wrong? No, he's not.
Mr. Townsend,
Yes.
should we expect some of the more like kind of strange ones on the MVT circuit, like the toy car one or some of the trig functions on the quiz? Or is this quiz gonna be more like conventional?
More what?
Like conventional, like more regular questions. Like would we have a word problem like the toy car one?
I don't remember the toy car question, so give me a second.
It talked about like instantaneous and average velocities.
Mr. Townsend, now you're telling me I can't look up MBT questions on Google?
Yeah.
How does it
I feel like the toy car question's the same as the others.
Second?
To me, it sounds like the toy car question's the same as the others.
Yeah.
Derivative equals slope. There's a few conceptual questions. You definitely need to know when the mean value theorem works and when it doesn't work. But the majority of it is, here's an equation, find the value of C guaranteed by the mean value theorem between -2 and 5 or whatever.
Mr. Townsend,
Yes.
where on the extra practice is there extra practice for MBT?
You think I have extra practice for everything?
Yeah?
I don't.
Well, that's what the extra practice have is for.
Not for everything.
Okay.
How much time do you think I have to do that?
Can I at least look up MBT questions?
Sure.
It's blocked.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Oh, wait. It's blocked. You blocked mean value theorem.
No.
That means we can't.
Y'all just don't know how to use your computers.
You need to spell it wrong. There was no word. Wait, no, but this wasn't homework. You never even mentioned.
Wait, why is that blocked?
Well, that's
Because everything is blocked.
Do you remember whenever I tried getting on Google Docs and stuff?
Yeah, I tried doing my physics lab and it's blocked.
Return to the home page and enroll.
See, look, they're playing solitaire.
You both have.
No.
You know, that was a really bad
Oliver, did you finish your test corrections for physics?
Yeah, because I only had 2.
That's 7.
Cash had 8.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, if you had come and asked me, I could explain them. I low-key understood that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in Mr. Reef's advisory today, so hopefully he can.
Yeah.
Definitely
Bro,
not.
he was rage baiting yesterday because you know how the conclusion, he told Hollis Hollis's was good. And
Yours was identical to his.
And he said mine was bad. And then he asked, and then Hollis asked him again. He said Hollis's was still good.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, it's literally Google. It's literally Google.
See, that's what I said.
Yeah, you're just. It's okay, I crashed on big time.
How'd you do it? How'd you do it, Mr. Johnson?
Magic. Math magic.
Math magic.
Math it.
Nice.
Why don't I forget quiet?
Mr. Townsend?
That was bad.
So the last two questions are worth 6 out of 10 of the points.
That's correct.
But those have partial.
Math.
Okay.
So make sure you're showing everything. that you
Why
can.
is it still-
I did all my work on the other paper.
That's-
I messed it up.
Well, then on the quiz, put work on other paper so I know to look at it. And probably numbered on the other paper too, so.
Yeah, I put.
Because if I don't see it, then I don't see it.
It's a lot clearer than the other one. I got lost. I tried it. I didn't realize I could use a calculator at first.
Yeah.
Wait, are
If
you
we're
gonna get
citing a
calculated for the whole test?
Yeah.
I think I did. Oh yeah, but
I
I do.
just put the title of the website.
I do need to separate my. Are we? We're not turning in bib cards.
You're turning them in the day after you present, but I'm not turning them.
Well, but not bib cards.
Well, I have to write something with the top corner.
You don't need to. I know you do that. What do you mean? What?
Like, do I put the title of the website?
I think so. Yes. I didn't really make any bib cards for the websites. They
No,
just.
I'm not asking for this card. I'm talking about no card.
But for the website, it should say the author. Like all the websites I went to had authors. So.
How many ways? How much?
Bib cards or no card? I have like 35 to 40, but none of them are relevant to my topic. So.
Why don't you just memorize all that so you don't need the note cards?
Well, they're forcing us to use note cards. I did not want to use note cards.
So you do have them all memorized?
Well, see, what happened is I researched everything that was not relevant to my topic because we researched before we picked our topics for some reason. Which
I'm a 48.
you're brilliant.
How many does she say to do?
She said 15 each day.
How many days has there been?
Well, like
It was 2 days though, so we're
yeah, but
fine.
she like, and then at the end of the day, she was like, do 38, and I'm like,
We had like the 15 per research day, so that'd be 30 total, and then she had like us do like 5 outside class each time, so you probably have like around 40 if you had a good amount.
she made us do 5 in class. I have 48.
Jump on. Oh, let me get that.
What?
Sounds, you might want to tune in.
Do you have to do the same thing for the 20 project?
Wait,
Did I have to turn all of them in?
No.
Did you get a return email?
Loser gets an automatic zero.
I don't know, you had to have like 8 for the 20, so that's like
44, 36, 39. Yeah, I have 44.
Author. For it. No author. What if I don't have an author, what would I do?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna do my binder back. Do you? Yes.
What if I don't have an author?
I'm not sure in that case. I only use websites that had authors, but. Hold on, no, wait, I want to steal your pencil. That's not my. Wait, it is! Steve! How could you do something like that?
Alright, this is your 5-minute warning here, so tomorrow morning, make sure you have 54 ready to turn in. There's 2 things or 3 things that I would really look at to make sure you're ready for the Downey Parent quiz. This is a very good question. I feel like any of those that I looked at looked like they'd be fair game. You did the 2 Khan Academies, so depending on what type of mistakes you were making on that, those might be worth revisiting. And of course, we had the original notes that wouldn't hurt you to scan through. But we will have the 10-point mean value theorem quiz first thing tomorrow. It does allow a calculator, but that's only because some of the answers are weird decimals and you have to have one. And again, this is only mean value theorem. No tangent line approximations, no L'Hopital's rule. This is just one thing that was supposed to be on your last test, and I'm trying to help you out by breaking it into smaller pieces. But that could be a good opportunity for you, or it could backfire on you. Make sure you come as ready as possible.
So you did know that. I'll go.
Because of the rain?
I actually, okay.
See what your excuses and we'll come back to rain.
Well, the sun, that's vitamin D. That's vitamin D. Which means more vitamins means more power.
Stranger Things.